Hey, so for this particular app that I got, y'all. Hey, yeah, I don't want to jump into it. I'm trying to get used to this. But this particular app that I got, is just I can add on to the videos on the back end, which is good because like when I did the video earlier, the whole video stopped completely. And if I went on this particular app, it would erase everything that I had did. So when I use this particular app to do my videos, if I get anything dealing with my phone shut down for whatever reason, it lock in what I already recorded. So I like this app. So yeah, I was just speaking to y'all. Yeah, this just continuation. Like I did the first part of this video, and I don't want it to be too long because a lot of times I post my visions on Facebook. For those that want to hear, really, to help them, whatever going on. Like, I ain't saying nothing about nothing. This just my personal, this just my relationship with God, and I just, like, kind of put other people up on what's going on because, if they out of tune or whatever, at least they can kind of prepare based on what God giving me. What God is giving me, the information He giving me, it can help somebody else. So, basically, that's all it is. It's it. So simple. People trying to make stuff complex, but so simple. Yeah. So basically, I'm just gonna jump right into it. So this still like a continuation, and like I said, as things come to me, because I hear stuff all day long, that I try to speak on it. But this is just in relation to the dream I had dealing with this alligator and these fish. And I already know the alligator represents Satan. The alligator represents Satan. I already know that. This is not the first time I saw Satan. In the video, I was talking about my sister, and I was just telling you that it was another opportunity or another time where I was like, we need to call for help. Satan was in that dream too, and it was dealing with my dad was in this dream. But Satan was like this wild dog, stray dog. It would just tear around the neighborhood. Like people couldn't walk by, you couldn't drive your car. Like he just chasing out the cars. Like, yeah, he was ruthless. That's the word, ruthless. Y'all forgive me. Trying to talk with these braces, trying to pronunciate my words. For those that know me, I told you, I'm just a country girl from the city. It's nothing I can do. It's nothing I can do about this southern accent, bad pronunciation. But I'm gonna push through though. So y'all just push through with me, bear with me. Everybody know, this just me. Like it's nothing I can do at this point in my life. I guess y'all saying, nah, you gotta speak positive things into existence, but I kind of learned to accept, this just my character. This just my attribute. God, thank you. Thank you for the countryness. Thank you, my kids ain't get it. Yeah, so back to what I was saying, though. On a serious note, so every time I'm in the presence of Satan, and this the second vision where I had where I'm in the presence of Satan, and he was in the form of an alligator. But the other vision that I had that I was speaking on, because I kind of like jumped into that vision, and if you don't know me, you might get lost, and I don't want to lose you in this story. But I just jumped into another story because, like I said, I post my visions on Facebook. And that was just an old story. But in this story right there, that particular story, Satan was in the form of this wild dog. Like it wasn't even a pit bull. It was like one of them straight, mentally unstable type dogs. And those like the worst dogs you ever want to come in contact with. My mama texts. But yeah, she sent a group text every day. So she just saying good morning in the middle of a video. How she know I'm doing these videos? Like every video I get a text from my mama. But yeah, so when I had this first encounter with Satan, he was in the form of just this wild straight dog, and he was just tear around the whole neighborhood. Like this dog right here. Woo. Yeah. This dog was just bucking the whole city. Like he had the whole area. I'm in Memphis now, y'all. So y'all know Memphis kind of rough. This dog had this whole area on lock. Yeah. So in this vision, every time I'm in the prison where Satan is involved, Satan was in the form of this stray dog, my sister is always beside me. She's always beside me. And it always be like some it's just like it's no sense of urgency. It's just like, like in that dream right there, I was just like going off because I'm seeing wild dog just attacked this man. Look, it's pretty much like the alligator. Symbolism is pretty much like the alligator, but I see this wild dog basically attacking this man. And I'm like, we need to call for help. We need to call for help. And in the vision, you know, I could see the street, you know, and I know the area that this actual, it was a real area in Memphis that I was in that particular vision. And you know, it was just, Satan was just having his way with everybody, just terrorizing everybody. So so I was just like, we need help, because I had seen that the stray dog actually ended up attacking this man. He ended up just attacking the man. So I'm like, we need help. You know, that's how I was. And my sister was just like, the same way she was in this dream right here. Because I'm looking and I see Satan, the alligator, actually devour this man whole. And that's what he was doing, devouring this man whole. And I'm like, we need help. So I'm like, you know, in the same position. So yeah. So I'm just kind of speaking because little stuff come to me here and there dealing with my vision and dreams. So I'm just doing a video, and I see how to edit it out and stuff like that, so it won't be so long, because it's already long. And a lot of times I might do a part 1, part 2 recap, you know, just so it won't be so long. You gotta get straight to the point with this stuff. So I'm working on that, y'all. That's a working process, to tell y'all the truth. Because I don't want to just jump into this stuff. I be trying to like ease into it, just try to conversate, you know, just kind of set the tone, good or bad, for what's coming. I'm trying to set the tone there, y'all. So it might take time to get to that point. Yeah. So I know it's bad. The dream I had recently, the dream I just had, I know this right here bad, because it's dealing with fish, and it's dealing with Satan himself. And he was attached to that aquarium. And you know what the thing about it, and you know, I'm just speaking on it, you know, just so I can go back and reference this and do what I need to do with this video and with this vision. But even though, you know, Satan was attached to this particular aquarium, you know, he still was limited in how far and what he could do. You know, he still was in an enclosure. So that means that his power was limited. What he was able to do, what he not able to do, he still got restrictions. So, you know, just kind of keep that in mind. You know, and, you know, like I said, even though he was devouring the man whole, he still had restrictions on how far he could go, because he couldn't get out his enclosure. He couldn't get out that enclosure there. So, you know, even though he doing this damage, you know, he's still limited and he's still restricted too. So, boop, that's it. Y'all, I be laughing at myself. That's why I said, I know my God. You know how God said he created us in his image. And I got like this real goofy comical side. That's God. That's God all the way. I be laughing at myself all day long. All day long, I be laughing. So that's why I say I probably been doing YouTube page, really just going out, just random, because I already know in my first mind, it's just gonna be funny. So, you know, for those that don't know, God is funny. You know, he do have a sense of humor, y'all. So, yeah. So, back into what I was. So, back into this vision. So, you know, I'm just I'm just putting it out there that, you know, the devil, the enemy do have restrictions. He is limited in what he can and can't do, you know, because he was boxed in and, you know, he in his own enclosure too, but he boxed in. So that means he you know, he limited. He got restrictions. So even with that being said, you know, when I was looking at this aquarium, you know, the aquarium had the little fish at the top, and the little fish, you know, I don't know if it represents the children. You know, I don't know what this represents, you know, and like I said, I know fish mean death just all the way around, but the way this aquarium was made, I don't know if the little fish or the smaller fish was protected, because it was some kind of current that was going through this aquarium that was like just forcing these fishes, like, you know, like when you have a current and the water just forcing you in a certain direction that you really don't want to go. That's kind of what was going on with this aquarium. But the top of this aquarium, it seemed like it was compartments, like maybe transparent compartments within the aquarium. So when I'm looking, I'm just seeing like small fish. They don't seem like they was directly impacted by this current. But then as I look, I see bigger fishes that look like it's just being forced through this current. You know, really like possibly maybe even against his will. It's just like the force of the current was forcing the fish in this certain direction that it probably when he didn't even want to go, and that would make me get up to see what is going on with this aquarium. And I saw that it was very complex, very complex, very complex. It was a very complex type of aquarium. And as I'm going, and then at the back of this aquarium, I see that there's actually like this alligator compartment that's actually attached to this whole aquarium that's in this house. Now, what my mom is saying so far, and I'm still like trying to put the pieces together with this, is that basically like the homes, like the devil is coming to destroy these homes, like people, the family homes. God is coming to destroy homes. I'm telling you that this aquarium was built it was connected to the house too. So it's not only connected to this alligator, enclosure, it's also connected to this house. Whatever aquarium this was, it was a part of this house. And it looked like it was built into the house. And my mama was saying basically like the homes, the devil finna just stir some stuff up with the homes, with families and stuff like that. Now telling her about, the design. She said, the devil, even though it's chaos and confusion, that chaos and confusion is very structured and it's very complex. Like the builder, the way the system of the enemy is very complex, but it's very structured and it's very elaborate. All of the above. So she was saying that. And then also what was coming to my mama was dealing with school of fish, which could be dealing with the schooling. And I've been voicing my opinion, my strong opinion about we don't need schools open right now, dealing with everything going on. I just feel like we just don't need the schools. And what God was showing me firsthand, dealing with these teenagers, more so than anybody, was just like, it was just something going on with the schools. And I actually recently had a vision where I was in a school setting. So yeah, so that's what my mom was telling me. She said, well, come to her is Bailey School of Fish, boat schools. There's something going on with these schools and these kids. And I saw a little fish, at the top of this type of aquarium, but it don't seem like it was being pushed and moved through the current like the other fishes was. So it might have been some form of protection for the kids, which is something I keep pressing and kind of just feeling in my heart too. So, with God, you just don't know, what way he moving unless he tell you. So I don't really know what way he moving. So I'm still, just in my heart now. I'm just like, it's just some form of protection that been released based on what I seen in the dream and the vision and the stuff I've been seeing going on. So yeah, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Like I said, this just a little piece that I just threw in here. 12 minutes long. I guess they're just a downfall of just, living in time, because, God is outside of time and we in time, so we kind of limited. Yeah, so this 12 minutes, I'll talk to y'all later. I just had to like get this out because this will come to me now. I'm just heading in the store to get groceries. Get groceries so I can cook and then, just get this day going. And yeah, if I see something else, it's gonna be just connected on the back end, and I'm just doing this video like that. Cause the video dealing with the alligator is deep. It's deep. And I always be like Saturday dream, and for those that don't know, I feel like God's Sabbath is Saturday. So I always kind of press that. So, I always have like these very deep, intense dreams, and they just happen to sometimes fall on Saturday. I have dreams all day, every day, but it's just something about the absurdity. It just hit a little different. So yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. So that alligator dream was a Saturday dream. So when you saw me in the beginning video talking about some Saturday dream, I was just kind of putting it in the air. Boop. But yeah. So I'll talk to y'all later. So this just came to me. I told you, the stuff be talking to me all day long. So like if I like zoom in on something, I wait on God, and it's on his time. So that got something to do with it too. It's just like it's just up in the air. So me just knowing how things work for me, I just kind of go with the flow. And what's coming to me now, dealing with that alligator in that enclosure, and I told you it was kind of like one thing that in the vision, I kept saying, how did that man get in that enclosure? Because the alligator couldn't get out. The alligator was locked into this box. It was basically like restricted. Like it couldn't get out. So I was looking like, well, how did the man get in? Like that was my next question. So basically that's what's coming to me too. So what's coming to me basically is, The devil couldn't get out the enclosure to get the man. The man had to get in the enclosure for him to devour him whole. So, boop. So there's something deep, like, you know. So yeah, I don't know. But that's what came to me. Because, you know, in the vision, you know, I was just kind of, when I seen the alligator and how this aquarium was built, and the enclosure of this alligator enclosure, and just the whole complexity of this aquarium, you know, I didn't see no way to even get in it. I was like, you know, I'm trying to figure out, when I saw the devil basically devouring this man whole, I was trying to figure out how the man even get in the aquarium, because, you know, the devil is limited. You know, the devil didn't have access to get out that enclosure. Like, it did not have access to get out that enclosure. So one way or another, the man ended up getting into this enclosure with Satan. So, you know, food for thought. Or whatever. You know, maybe God will get to me and break it down even deeper. But that's something that stood out too. That, because I kept saying, how did that man even get in that enclosure? Like, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying in the vision. Like, how did that man get in the enclosure? Because I'm like, this alligator can't get out of it. Like, the way the enclosure was built. It was built to lock him in too. You know, so yeah. So I'll talk to y'all later.